Welcome back, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to magnetize the Zone Mortalis floor tiles. And why this is important is it allows you unlimited configurations, and if you do it this way, like specifically, it's going to let you like have complete compatibility between all floor tiles, no matter how you place them. So here we have one of the mostly magnetized floor tiles, and you'll see it gets like a nice sturdiness to it, but this one's actually not even done yet. It's mostly done, but it is not complete. So what we have here is, to start with, this one specifically, and I have a couple different configurations, but this one is what I call a corner. It's a 90, and it just has the center circle piece here that clips on, and then it has the two pieces mounted to it, and then it's gone through and it has magnetized all the different possible areas that you could go. And then I have a couple holes drilled for the ones that have not been done yet, and I'm going to go ahead and do those today. But the idea is that if you magnetize each of these positions correctly, and you magnetize these, you can basically take your different pieces and put them in here, and they'll stay however you want, and these will always be magnetized the same way, because you can't rotate this any different way. It's always going to clip into everyone this way. So you just need to magnetize every one of them the same way. But these other pieces right here, you're going to have situations where essentially you would have two of these right here, and you might want to connect these two pieces like this, and look, they do connect. And then you might want to have a situation where you need this thing not to be sticking out right there, so you need to turn it like this. So now how are you going to connect them? They still connect. And the essential part of this is, in order for that to be possible, you need to have reverse polarity on these. And what I mean by reverse polarity is, we have one of these that's already done right here, and it's just color coded to make it simple for the camera, and you can pause this if you need to look at it and just see what the situation is. But the important part that you note about this is that you essentially have blue and yellow, okay? And yellow and blue can be either way. It doesn't matter which polarity is which. Just make sure that whatever your yellow is always yellow, and whatever your blue is always blue. And what that's going to let you do is, it's going to let you attach your pieces like this, and you'll see the yellow is on top and the blue is on bottom on the left, and that would mean that on the right the blue would be on top and the yellow would be on bottom. So then that way, when you rotate it 90 degrees, it'll be able to clip back again. In the same situation, the blue will be on top here and the yellow will be on bottom there. So if the blue is on top and the yellow is on bottom, then these should in fact connect, because if you look at this piece, the yellow and the blue, and every piece will be magnetized like that. And the more pieces that you have magnetized like that are touching each other, like the more strength they'll get, because they all like basically gain strength from the magnetization and being like stuck together. I wish you could see how strong they already are getting. And then that's your basic pieces like this, and then your floor pieces. And then there's also one other kind of piece that's a little bit more complicated, and that's our little stair piece right here. And the important part about the stair piece is that you want the stairs to be able to connect like this onto the stair piece, so that they could basically like be able to go on any different way, because there's 3 different ways they can essentially go here with that extra lip for strength, depending on how you want your stairs mounted. And then also you'll notice on these that if you have the second set of stairs, you're going to need not only for your piece to attach like this at the top, you want it to be able to attach like that, but you also need it to be able to come down here and sit correctly on this piece. So what we need to do is we need to magnetize it, so then when we have one that's magnetized, it will actually be able to just click right on there, and then your next little stair piece can go down from there or however you choose to have it. And what that means is this one's going to have a bunch of extra magnets. It doesn't just have the 2 on each side, but it also has another 4 in the top. And those 4 allow you to take your stairs however you choose, and to essentially put them on here, and they will stay on any one of these different angles as you rotate it. So your board will fully be like connectable, and it will stay together and be solid, so you can play on it, but then you can take it apart and move it. And it is a lot of work, and it does take a lot of magnets, but you know, it's essentially more about just putting in the effort, and then also it's about, you know, just you know, I mean, magnets are like 20 bucks for every 500 roughly or something like that. And I think I went through about 500 for one set to fully magnetize it with everything. So, but now in the long run, this set is exponentially more valuable and useful. Basically, we had the breakdown, and what we're looking to do is we're looking to basically make one of these different pieces. So now we have one of each of these that's not done at all, and then we're going to have one of each of these pieces that is done. Alright. So now here we have them. This one's not done at all. This one's completely done. This one's not done at all. For the stairs, this one is completely done. Alright, so then here we have drilled out now. We have for the stairs, went ahead and drilled 4 holes in the corners, and they have to be drilled in the same spot so that when the stairs come down, that the holes, the magnets that you attach to the bottom of the stairs line up correctly with the actual holes that you drilled. So pay attention to where you're putting them at, because the design on the stairs isn't symmetrical. You need to have your holes symmetrical though, like I did in this. So, and remember, you can pause the video if you need to. And then also we're going to go around this and we're going to drill our regular holes, 2 on each side, all the way around this whole thing. And then we'll go all the way around the whole thing, and we'll have 8 more like that. So this one's going to have a total of 12 holes in it. And then you're going to put magnets in those holes. All the ones on top are going to be facing the same polarity, and all the ones on the sides are going to be every other one polarity. So, and then for these pieces, it's more simple. It's just every other one polarity. And again, if you need to color code one piece and then use that as a guide as you create every other piece, that's a very simple way to do it, and you won't get confused along the way or build any and have to dig out any old magnets. And then same for this situation right here. All you're going to do is have it done in the same way. These are going to be reverse polarity, so they're always going to be able to connect onto here no matter which way you spin them. And then for the pieces that go into this piece right here, again, just for note, it doesn't matter which direction these magnets go. You don't have to do reverse polarity. They can all be the same. They can all be different. Just make sure whatever you do, it's consistent, because these are never going to need to rotate or do anything like that. They're only going to ever go in one direction. So I have all mine with the magnets just going towards in. The polarity is going in. So you can do that in or you can do it out. It doesn't matter, however you want. So, and then we're going to go ahead and finish magnetizing these last couple pieces, and I will show you the final result. Alright, so now here we got everything all magnetized, and as you can see, you know, this basically forms a solid panel that you could do, you know, whatever you want with. It can be pretty rough, and if you have more pieces glued to it, the more solid it's going to be, obviously. So, you know, you could have one where all 4 of these pieces are on here, and then you can change out like these pieces as you see fit, or whatever. And then as far as the stair pieces, you know, you can see we basically have, you know, and the reason these are distinguished is, you'll notice they're specifically for the stairs. They have like the third one of these little things sticking out, like the male pieces, I would call them. And then you can see them easily by the stripes on there, so they're easy to notice on the board. And then that's the ones where you're going to want to have the 4 magnets in the sides, and then also 2 on each side for the regular way. And then when you have a couple of these and you like take your stairs, you can now have your stair attach with the magnet like that. You can then, you know, move it to any one of these positions, including the one that doesn't have like the male part on it, but it won't be quite as strong, but it will still stay like that. But then also you can take like another set of stairs, okay, and then you can take that stairs and have it attach here. You can have it attached there to continue just going like straight up if you wanted, or you could have it attach here. So now you have like all your options basically. And then you could have like, this is a piece that I have glued and I've just like begun to paint basically. But you can see all I did was I took one of the main pieces here and glued one piece onto it, and then I glued one of the stair pieces onto that, and then I went ahead and glued one stair. So this is something that you'll often be using, you know what I mean? So, or at least I found like I would often be using it. So I felt like I would, for either one level or multiple levels, that would be like something that would be useful to me. You can take this piece and have it go right on the bottom, and then it can continue on straight. You can have it come out the side like it's just wrapping around the building, and then you could have ones with different railings if you wanted the railing to be on the outside. But you know, it's Necromunda, so can't always be safe. And then you could have it on this side as well. So it just basically allows you like a bunch of options. But if you wanted to have like multiple stairs, basically, you could also, you could have them like come from any one of these as well, and it just gives you that basic little, you know, just the changeability of it. And then I have one set like this where it has the piece attached to the bottom, and it just gives me like a little more stability. And that one works, you know, you would never notice it otherwise because it can do everything that every other piece can do. It doesn't get in the way, but it's only good on like, you know, the first half of the stairs. You're always going to have two halves of the stairs to go up one level because each one only takes you up half the level. So I figure there's a lot of times where you're going to need that, and it helps to just have that extra stability. But every time you go up from one level, one of them will not need that, because if you just had it on this one, it wouldn't make any sense. It would just be like hanging off here into nowhere. You would just have like these legs. Man, it's tough to see. You would just have these legs like hanging down for no reason. Maybe you could like use an extra set of legs and extend them all the way. I don't know. But I'm just making an observation. So, but that's the idea. The idea is just that you could just do whatever you want. You could have unlimited configurations you might want to do with those stairs. But that's it. That's the whole reason you magnetize, you know what I mean? And then, you know, obviously, this piece I have started painting some of my set. But, you know, obviously I've been very busy. But you can see this one's already magnetized. You can barely see the magnets, you know, especially because I've got it kind of roughed up is like kind of the way I was going with it. Alright, and there we just have basically just random setup with some crazy stairs all over the place. Just kind of demonstrating how you can kind of move them around and change them up with some magnets and still get, you know, the cool like connectivity and playability like of a fully usable board. You know, you're not sacrificing anything. You're just taking the time, obviously, in the beginning, putting all the magnets in, and obviously right now in the unpainted parts, you can see them kind of sticking out a little bit, but in the painted parts up above, they're not even like evident right now. You know, and obviously like areas like this, they're more clear, but when there's like accessories right on there, which I haven't messed around with, you know, in this case, obviously, you'd be able to put them on, no problem. But, you know, that's it. You basically just have your random setups, and you could just do whatever you want with it. Once you have your essential, like, you know, solid structure, though, you can take something like this. I like this one set of stairs. It is glued, two sets together, so that you can just kind of, like, put it wherever, and it has, like, full stability and is strong. And you can just move that one, like, wherever you want on any of the different ones. So, I like having one like this and then having a bunch of just the other sets there, too. So there you have it, guys. How to magnetize the floors and the stairs and all that good stuff, and save yourself a headache. Just do it right the first time. Reverse polarity on the floor tiles. Alright, Warhammer Man Studios signing off.